How's it going, Reef Builders? I am Jake Adams and I'm back in the studio today to do a live coral unboxing. And I've been practicing and thinking about a format that's gonna really make it fun for you guys to participate when I'm opening up a box. But before we dive into that, I had a lot of fun putting together that video for you all of me just polishing up my reef tank, doing some basic maintenance, and making a nice reef look even nicer. That was very, very satisfying. So in future videos, I will definitely do some more flattering clips of the tank and tell you more in depth about the equipment and stuff. But definitely after this video, the next one is gonna be the first major equipment change on that tank in a long time, and that is, of course, the Aqualumination Nero 5. So definitely stay tuned for that. So I've actually decided I'm going to stall a little bit, just a little bit, on showing you guys the studio while I do a lot of stuff, because I don't want any more incremental status updates. Next time you guys see the studio in full from me, it's gonna be a little bit crazy cray. But tomorrow I have a lot of corals coming in from Worldwide Corals and my corals that I got from Reef Palooza via Unique Corals. And tomorrow Aquamedic is coming by with Scott Anderson of Mile High Reefers. So I'm gonna let him give you guys a status update. So definitely check out his channel. I will feature that on my channel page when it's available. Also, as a side note, some of you guys might not know that we actually have a diving website, like a sister website, because we want to know everything there is to know about corals. And if you want to know corals from A to Z, it doesn't begin in aquariums, it begins in the wild. So we have a sister website called reefdivers.io. And that is ran by Nikki Helgeson, and she puts up some fantastic pictures and clips of wild corals and amazing places, and you definitely want to see what scalemias from the Caribbean look like. So scalemias taxonomically now only come from the Caribbean, but there's UFO scolies, rainbow scolies, all kinds of colorful stuff. So if you like big meat corals, Australian scolies, and now the mini scolies, definitely go over to reefdivers.io to check out her new write-up on Caribbean scalemia. And check out the Instagram, because she's always posting on there too. So let's see what else. Okay, so time for the main event. I'm very excited because I don't know what's in this box. My buddy Jim from Eye Catching Corals, he just put this together for me. And you know, I've been keeping an eye on their Instagram for a while, and their corals, beyond looking good and colorful, they are so clean. The frags are so freaking clean. I was like, you know what, Jim, can you just pick out a handful of frags to send to me? Because man, your stuff is looking really, really sharp, really, really clean, and I have lots of room for them. So this is the tentative kind of unboxing experience here, and I've decided to go use the new Kessel A360X, mostly because it has these onboard controls, so that while I'm unboxing some corals, I can just tune the light white or blue without pulling out my phone with my wet hands and just tune up the light. So here is the new Kessel A360X, and man, this thing, if you're a Kessel fan, you just have to be in love with this new light. It's smaller, thinner, quieter, more power, and let's see if I can get this to work here. I wanted to show you, no, I don't think that's gonna work. So I wanted to show you the new layout here of their multi-chip, because there's so much going on in there. So this is the freshwater version. You can see those yellower chips are actually the warm whites, and a few shades of red. Looks like there's an orange in there. And then the blue one, by comparison, you know, let me try this again. So one of the things that I already noticed about this light is that it dims down a lot lower than the old fixture. Whoa, look how far down that goes. All right, I think it's still on. I might be able to show you in the... There we go. You can kind of see now. You can kind of... I had to do some adjustments with the camera to show you what the multi-chip looks like. But you can see like part of the X name actually comes from the layout of the multi-chips. And there's several shades of blue, some white, lots of color. I haven't got it over a live tank yet, but this is just kind of a preview. Okay, so I haven't got that light over live corals yet, or a coral tank. I'm waiting on some mounting arms to arrive. Those are on the way. But actually, this is going to be a really fun new format of unboxing because I have no idea what's in the box. I've got a delicious light to illuminate these guys and see what they look like right away. So let me set up to open up this box and we'll get started and find out together what's inside. Okay, so if there's only one challenge to doing this really fun sharing with you my aquarium life is that, you know, I have to set up for these video shoots, right? So this box of corals arrived here like 4 hours ago and I need to do my blogging job, then set up, gather a few things. So I just hope you appreciate how much effort goes into bringing you along for the ride. And it is my absolute pleasure. And without any further delay, let's get into this box and find out what we got. Oh, by the way, I finally got a real knife, real nice knife. I think it's a dive knife, nice grip on it, because I got a lot of boxes that open up, so. Whew, been using some box cutters and they don't do the job. So, bunch of newspaper. Oh wow, that's packed very differently from what I was expecting. That's unusual. All right, so we have a plastic bag with a box, and each box is filled with specimen cups. And this is going to be like the easiest showing ever. Wow. Okay. All right, this is going to make more sense. Okay, pull the whole bag out. And then see what we've got. Holy crap, man, I'm really excited. I've never seen corals packed up like this. This is really fun. It's almost like a carrier. Look at that, there's a carrier. There's a carrier for corals. There's 25 corals inside, and they're all packed in these specimen cups, and I don't want to like half open this up and like have them tumble everywhere. But that's gonna make for a very easy and clean unboxing. And a lot of extra specimen cups left over. Ooh, look at this. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the camera kind of in white light. We're gonna get them out. I've already added a little bit of water here from the tank that they're going into. And once they're all out, we'll give them all a closer look. So what do we have first? Oh yeah, this looks like is that even gonna work? No. All right, everybody, man, I'm not saying this because I've been friends with Jim for a long time, but the corals that IA Catching Coral sent me really did not disappoint. Just like a perfect little sampler, perfect sizes. You know, Frags used to be like this big, what Victor would call a booger, just a tiny little thing, but now they're actually, you know, small little chunks. And let me show you what I got from eye-catching corals. And this is kind of a typical assemblage that you might see them display at like Reef Palooza or Macna. And there's a little bit of everything. And right now I have the colors mostly white, just to show you all of the colors. But here we go to blue. Let me show you them each a little bit. So we got 3 different chalices here. There's a green chalice, kind of an orange one right there, and then a raspberry pink one, each about 1 inch. And we've got a kind of a pale hammer, a green hammer, maybe yellow, and then a brighter one, and then a jelly bean, which is poking out of the water a little bit. It's got like slightly different colored tentacles. We've got a pink alveopora, and then 2 different shades of red goni, and then a couple lords. So these are like your typical lords. This is one of the smaller polyp micromusa varieties. And what's funny is I actually think I have that variety from eye-catching corals that I got from them last year. And then these little micro vavias, whatever they are, really beautiful. I've got a growing collection of those, and like, look at that guy, man. That thing's freaking insane right there. Super hardy, good growers, and then more of a typical favia. And then not showing the species, a couple encrusting Leptoceras, and a Samicora, and I think these are going to be the first shrooms here at the studio. Got the interstellar, super red, a blue, and a metallic green leaf from eye-catching corals. So this is kind of an example of what stores can expect to receive from eye-catching corals. Again, just going to say it for the record, they are wholesale only. So you can't call them up yourself, so you're gonna have to get your store. But all right, here it is with a little bit of blues, and you can see from a distance that those corals, that's just a fun little sampler. So I'm excited to go edit this as fast as possible and crank some more videos for you guys. I have to put these corals out after I give them a very light rinse, dip rinse. I have no doubt that eye-catching corals, frags are super clean, but I need to start doing it just to cultivate those good habits. So thanks you guys for tuning in to this little mini update on unboxing some corals. I got more corals coming tomorrow. So much happening on the channel. You guys know, subscribe, like, and comment. You guys are the commenting champions, and I'm trying to answer all the questions that I can. So thanks again for tuning in to the Reef Builder Studio show here. Corals are coming, so we're gonna have a lot of livestock to show off and play with, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Later.